Okay. Hi, everyone. Actually, I'm on here to, um, I've never done this before, so just bear with me. But I had a couple of people ask me how got my temporary residency um, in for Mexico using the Raleigh office. So I thought I would make a quick video, kind of explain to you some of the things that I did and some of the things that could possibly help you if you're looking to relocate to Mexico and you're seeking a temporary residency through the residency process. So I hired a facilitator. This facilitator was a recommendation through the Mexican Relocation Guide. I use that guide, and I'm so sorry. It is a rule that whoever purchases the guides, we cannot give away the names of the recommendations that are used, but it's a worthy investment. Makes sense. They do a lot of vetting, they do a lot of work. And if you're interested in moving to Mexico and you want more of a flawless kind of process, it's worth the investment. So that being said, my wonderful facilitator booked my appointment. He booked the appointment. He reached out to me, told me what it was, what I had to bring. And of course, because we were seeking temporary residency and we are not of retirement age, we had to go through we had to go through economic solvency. So the economic solvency process really involves you bringing proof of your income and proof that you can um, survive in Mexico on your own. You will not be able to utilize their resources. Um, and this process involves you showing and demonstrating your income. And I could easily do that with my income, which was fine. I think the biggest challenge we had was that I work remote and they wanted to make sure not only that I worked remote, but that you are able to work in Mexico. So not only do you have to verify your income, you need to also bring a letter from your employer stating that you will continue working and you'll be working remote. I did that. You have to also bring bank statements to confirm you make that amount of money as well. You have to bring all of those things. So this is short and sweet what I will say to anybody who is seeking Mexican residency through the Raleigh Consulate. Do what they tell you to do. Do what they tell you to do. I actually had to drive 4 hours one way to pick up my bank statements because I bank online. I've banked online for a very long time and my bank is not near here. So the closest one is 4 hours away. I had to drive 4 hours. I got it. It was sealed. It has to be sealed. It has to be signed every month, has to be signed by the banker, and they need to have their business card. I had all of that. And I had it sealed and I brought it back. You need a passport. So there are other things. I'm not going to go through everything, but just follow what they tell you to bring. I went in. When I went to the office, I was met by a security guard at the door who told me to come in, and I went through the metal detector. It's a government building. And then he told me to get in line. I stood in line, and when you first stand in line, you go to a desk that they're going to ask you what you're there for. I told them, and they gave me a number. You then take that number and you go into a room and you sit in that room until your number is called. And when I was called to the desk, she asked if I had an appointment. I said yes. She said, show me. I did not have that. That was the only thing I did not have. Um, so I was able to um, show her my email that I received. So I dug in my email, pulled it up, showed her I had the right appointment. And then she asked if I had what I was going to do in Mexico, why I wanted to go, and if I spoke Spanish. So I answered all of those questions. Again, just answer all the questions. Make sure that you are being as transparent as possible. Um, I definitely probably wouldn't say you are going for political reasons or anything like that. I don't think that that's something that they'll appreciate. And I've been hearing people have gotten denied for various reasons. I'm not saying that that's one, but I definitely would not use um, politics or something like that as an answer, right? Um, so I answered honestly. This has been a process for me, and I definitely wanted to answer honestly because I had honest responses. I love the culture. I want to go for various reasons. So long and short, I went through that process. They told me to wait. They came back. They took my picture. They I waited longer. They went through all of those bank statements and made me highlight which ones were where my deposits were that were from my job. They looked at every single piece of paper that I brought, and I brought doubles of everything to make sure that I had everything that they were asking for. I was over prepared, and that's what you have to be. Be over prepared. I told myself if I didn't get in with the Raleigh one, I was going to go to the DC one. But so I stayed there for quite a long time, a couple of hours or so. And then they told me to leave and come back. I came back at 2 o'clock and they had my visa inside of my passport. I was approved. My next step is to go to Mexico and finish the process. I am doing that in approximately 2 weeks. I will be there to finish the process for that's solvency. Um, all right. So, yes, I will keep you posted. I'll come back on here if you guys are interested in learning more about how that's done. Again, this is something that was seamless process for me because I think I just followed the rules and the process, the best I could. All right. Thanks.